Second law of thermodynamics. According to the first law of thermodynamics, all physical and chemical changes takes place in such a manner that the total energy of the universe, that is the system and the surroundings, is constant. The concept of internal energy and enthalpy introduced on the basis of first law of thermodynamics play an important role in understanding the energy transformations in chemical changes. The first law is found to be universally valid, and not even a single case has been observed which violates the law. The principle of conservation of energy is maintained strictly in all cases involving energy transformations. In spite of universal validity of the first law of thermodynamics and its great importance in understanding the energy transformations in physical and chemical process, the law is found to possess the following limitations. 1. The first law of thermodynamics does not put any restriction on the direction of the flow of heat. 2. The first law of thermodynamics is unable to explain why do physical and chemical processes occur in a natural direction, that is the direction in which they place spontaneously. 3. The first law of thermodynamics is unable to predict the feasibility of a process in a particular direction. 4. The first law of thermodynamics is unable to explain why it is not possible to convert heat energy completely into an equivalent amount of work. According to the first law of thermodynamics, the energy of one form can be converted into an equivalent amount of energy of some other form. But according to our common experience, it is not possible to convert heat into an equivalent amount of work. The first law has no explanation for this. Thus, we need another law of thermodynamics which is free from above limitations. Hence, another law known as second law of thermodynamics was introduced. This law is able to predict the direction in which the energy can be transformed and the direction in which a spontaneous change takes place. The second law is able to predict the feasibility of a process and to explain why it is not possible to convert heat into an equivalent amount of work. The second law of thermodynamics can be stated in different ways. 1. All spontaneous processes are thermodynamically irreversible. 2. Whenever a spontaneous process takes place, it is accompanied by an increase in the total entropy of the universe. There are 3 other statements are also given in the text. You can refer that. In order to understand the second law of thermodynamics, certain basic terms you must know. The first term is called spontaneous and non-spontaneous process, then entropy and free energy. Let us discuss these terms.